But I feel like the only
damn.
thing that could be worse than that is that actual literal knife. Which actually, matter of fact, I do know somebody who got beat with a knife. I remember one time my grandma was...
I hope it was the flat part of a knife and not like the sharp part. What's up guys, the Antio here, and today we're here to check out a video called Black Canon Events Be Like. I'm assuming this has a lot to do with black people, like the stuff we had to go through that really happened, like getting our ass whooped or something like that. I don't know how much stuff I've been through when it comes to like the stereotypes and whatnot, but I think getting whooped was one of them. And I was even a bad kid. It was just, I don't know, some of the stuff I did was like not good, but other than that, I was a really good kid. I honestly have no idea what it's going to talk about. So before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and also don't forget to join the Discord, link in the description if you already haven't joined. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Black people canon events. First up, getting your ass beat. And I got PTSD already. Yeah. Oh, this is gonna be a long ass video.
Already been there. Still hate them for that. There's so many things I wish I could do right now. I'm fine. Revenge is coming. Before we get into the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that little notification bell because I have a long journey ahead and I ain't stopping anytime soon. Now let's get back into the video. Getting your ass beat is one of the worst experiences you have to go through as a child. Especially when your parents tell you that it's gonna hurt them more than it hurts you. Like, no it doesn't. Like, you're literally beating me with a belt. How is it gonna hurt you more than me? I don't care about no emotional damage. Because that's when you really have to make a valuable decision. You go for bigger belt and gotta deal with more of a consequence, or you can try to pick one of the smaller belts and risk your parent not being pleased with your decision. And if they're not pleased with your decision, oh brother, you're finna get the spiky belt. It's gonna be a whole crime scene. Your ass is never gonna be able to sit again. What'd be worse though is if you pissed your mom off to the point where she's just using anything to beat your ass. And when I say anything, I mean anything in the vicinity. It could be a wooden spoon, a laptop, an iPhone cord. Which if you don't know about them iPhone cords, ask your African friend. I promise you he'll tell you all about it. Oh, heck no.
I also promise you it's probably one of the worst things you can get beat with. Because of how thin that is. Like, it's literally like a knife hitting your back. Like, that shit's gonna leave a mark. I'm not gonna lie, you finna have scars. But I feel like the only thing that could be worse than that is that actual literal knife. Which actually, matter of fact, I do know somebody who got beat with a knife. I remember one time my grandma was telling me a story about how her mom used to beat her kids with anything. And my grandma is from like the South, like Mississippi deltas.
I hope it was the flat part of a knife and not like the sharp part. One side is a whooping, the other side is murder.
So when people got beatings, they got whooped. I mean, they learned for the best. And one time she was so pissed at one of my grandma's brothers that she literally beat him with a knife. I'm not joking about that. Now, I didn't get details of if it was the side of the knife or the actual blade of the shit. All I know is brother went to the hospital right after. So you could probably figure out which side of the knife it was. And yes, that face you're making right now is the exact face I had when she told me that bullshit. That's not even the worst story from this woman. One time my grandmother told me a story about how her sister got shot at with a shotgun by their mom. One time one of my granny's sisters snuck out the house, and when she came back, her mother greeted her with a shotgun. I'm not kidding, I'm being so dead ass. And what she proceeded to do... Okay,
that's that hood stuff. See, I was never raised in all that hood stuff. My older brothers were, but I weren't. I've only got whipped with a belt, a paddle, everything else no. They maybe spanked on the hand with a ruler. We never went that far.
Was make her daughter line up against the wall while she ran at her with a shotgun shooting at her feet. You can't make this shit up. And if you're wondering how she didn't get arrested, well, I mean, they were in bumfuck Mississippi. Nobody cares. But even still a crazy story nevertheless. I'm not gonna lie. That's insane. But you know what'd be the worst though? When you get in trouble and your mom asks you to tell her the truth and she promises you she won't beat you. So you trust her and you tell her the truth. And then right after she beats you. It's like, why? Why would you?
And I mostly just told the truth. I didn't really get hit. It just really depended on the situation.
Betray my trust like this. I would have respected more if you just beat me and just got the shit out of the way. Why would you lie to me? Like, now I can't trust you. You're my mother. I'm supposed to be able to trust you over anybody in the world. Why would you do this to me? Totally not speaking from experience. But I think besides that, the actual lead up to getting beat is also horrible. Especially when you got in trouble at school, your mom found out, silent car ride all the way home. When she tells you, yo, go to your room. Then an hour just passes by and you're just...
When we acted up in the store, she'd always say, okay, you know what? I'm gonna see you when we get home. And we knew that was gonna be the belt when we got home. Now, sometimes sometimes she forget, but most of the times she remembered.
Scared as sitting on the bed. You over here layering up because you already know what's gonna happen.
Or we did good, like towards the end, and she's like, all right.
And I promise you, they'd be waiting hours before they
barely got trouble,
like to build up more, just so you're scared, trembling at the feet. And then when it's finally time to get beat, you take that ass whooping. Then you realize it's not even that bad. It's really just the build.
It's mostly 3 hits.
Fear of getting beat that really corrupts your brain. Once you get beat, it's like, okay, damn. I mean, my ass hurts for a little bit. Who cares? Unless you're getting beat with a knife or getting shot at with a shotgun.
I don't know what that is.
That's pretty scary. Moving on though, because that got pretty dark. I'm not gonna lie. Another thing that pissed me off growing up is when one of my parents would call my name, I respond, and then they just stay silent. Like, brother, why would you call my name with no instructions?
I don't think I had that.
And then when I respond asking for instructions, you just go ghost. Like, what was the point? Like, what did you expect? And then they have the audacity to get mad when you don't go to them. Like, yo,
okay, a little bit. I had a little bit.
For me to come here, you just said my name. Why would I go to you? I don't know instruction. You acting like I'm a dog. I don't come to your command, leash in hand, when you call my name. I'm a human being. But another thing that's weird as hell, but also does kind of make sense, is when your mom keeps all of the plastic bags from the grocery store. You know, this one I can understand.
We have that. We have a drawer for that. Hey, it's recycling. At least we do something, right?
Yeah, I mean, it would go to waste if you just throw it away. You can at least use these plastic bags to put other in there.
A lot of people do that, actually.
Before you throw it away. Like in my household, we just used it for miniature trash bags. I'm not gonna lie. Moms always have a drawer for these bags. Like, it never fails. You can
walk
for the
into small trash
household and you'll see that drawer. Another Canon event you'll go through is your mom leaving the oven door open to heat up the house. Like, brother, it's a small ass oven in the kitchen. It's not gonna heat up my room. Like, isn't that what the heat is for? Like, bro, why are we using the oven? That has never made sense to me. It will never make sense to me unless the AC or heat is out.
We had money. We never had that.
That doesn't make sense. Like, while we're on the topic of house appliances, we might as well talk about that one bowl that every black household has that is stained with food, because it's always a spaghetti stain.
Yes.
Like, always. Like,
or ramen noodles.
Oh, I'm finna touch a core memory right here. One of the worst things you can come home to after a long day at school is seeing the big ass spaghetti pot on the stove, knowing that the rest of the week you will be eating that spaghetti for leftovers. Brother, the worst part about it is that I actually like spaghetti, but I get so burnt out from it because I gotta eat it for the rest of the week. Your mom will cook this on Sunday or Monday, and y'all will not be finished with the spaghetti until that Friday, Wednesday if you're lucky. And like, yeah, I get it.
Well, the thing is, I'm like an adult now, so I can just eat something else when I feel like it. Like, it's no stress for anything like that in this house.
Understand, black moms go through a lot. They don't want to cook every single week. Why does it have to be spaghetti? Why can't you make a big pot of chicken Alfredo or something? Man, I will be happy eating that for the rest of the week. Spaghetti just tastes so bad reheated, bro. I don't know if it's the cheap ass sauce or whatever. It's just bad. But you know what's not bad though? Them cookouts. Music, the food, the family, drunk ass uncles playing cards that end up fighting because they put money on that shit and somebody lost and they're pissed. And then they proceed to crash out and have a full-on moment in front of the kids.
We don't do that. I'm okay.
It smells like a black cookout. You know, the one thing I appreciate about all of these events is that, why am I dancing? You know, one of the things I appreciate about these events is that food is always on point. I mean, you got the barbecue chicken, the ribs, the mac and cheese that one auntie has to make, and only she can make it. It's reserved to her. Those privileges aren't given to anybody. It's sacred. And if anybody else tries to make the mac and cheese, we're not eating that. We're only eating hers every single time she cooks up, so it's straight. And not to mention the sides like the baked beans, deviled eggs, potato salad, collard greens. Then you got the drinks, the iced tea, strawberry lemonade, hell, the Kool-Aid. I don't drink that no more. Nah, y'all might. And you got all of this good food.
I ain't drunk Kool-Aid in like 8 years. Last time we drank it was 2017. It's been zero sugar soda, juice, or just other healthy organic stuff since.
Food, all of this good vibes. Just to be stuck at the little kids' table eating hamburgers and hot dogs. Because even though you're 18, you're not an adult yet. Not speaking from experience, it'd be the worst when they run out of hot dog buns, so you gotta take some white bread and wrap it around the glizzy like a broke. Even though I'm suburban, I for sure was that broken. I for sure ate that glizzy like that more than once. At the same time, there's still consequences of having different cultures and different atmospheres. And one certain group that doesn't understand that is those white teachers that love saying the hard R whenever they're reading an old racist book to their class. Because they have to stay true to the original dialogue of the book. Like, just say you want to say the word, because I'm telling you, it is so easy just to skip over the word. I mean, we can all see it. We're all reading the book together. We all know the word. We all know the meaning to the word. Just don't say it. And just because you're trying to stay true to the original dialogue of the book, that's not an excuse. You just want to say that. Just say it with your chest. Plus, it's y'all fault for having us read this racist ass book in the first place. Like, yo, why are we reading Huckleberry Finn in the Big 2025?
I heard it said the
N-word in there. That just sounds racist, bro. And he says the hard R all the time in the book. Why are we teaching this to the kiddos, man?
Does?
Why don't we get more empowering books? I bet Buddy would love Donald Trump and he would be a good old proud boy in America. Dumbass. Like, I just know Buddy was right on time for them Klan meetings back in the day. Had his own custom white hood, dry cleaned, ironed, and all. He would make sure that he would hang it every single day. You get it?
I get it.
That's a little bit too niche for y'all, because they for sure love hanging. But you know the worst part about them saying it in class is that as soon as they said it, all the white kids would just look at you. Yes, you, the black guy in the class, just waiting to see how you would react. Like, brother, we're in.
You're not going to get a reaction? I'm probably just sitting there with either AirPods on or I'm busy doing my own thing. I don't really care about that stuff.
school. What do you think I'm gonna do? Fight the teacher? Another thing that's weird that some of y'all do is touch our hair. Oh, I'm really finna cook with this one. Why do y'all do this? I get my hair is curly, but I don't want you touching my hair. There's always that one group of white girls that come up to you talking about, oh my gosh, can I touch your hair? It's so cool. Just go ahead and call me a nigga. Like, yes, it's curly. What's so hard to understand? I get the fascination with it, but at the same time, I don't go up to you talking about, oh, your hair's so silky. Can I run my fingers through it? Like, brother, I am not a pet
I can attest to that.
Contrary to what your grandfather thinks. And this is not a
My favorite type of hair is curly. It's more like curly or wavy. I don't know why. I just love floofy looking hair.
zoo, so you cannot pet me. And it's even worse because I have locks. Because not only do they want to touch my hair, now they want to feel my locks. And it's like,
I bet it feel nice.
bro, I don't go asking to feel your hair. Why are you feeling mine? Because now that I got these,
that's me to every race. It ain't just like a certain race. It's everybody. Everybody.
One question I get from white girls is, oh my gosh, Cloud, can I feel your locks? They make me so horny. Wait, what? You get what I'm trying to say though. Stop asking to touch our hair unless you find shit, and I might just let you. I'm not gonna lie, game is game. But by far the worst thing that could happen to dark-skinned men in middle school is having to watch a class movie. And you might be wondering why. Well, I'm finna tell you. Because as soon as some lights go off to watch the movie, all you're finna hear in that classroom is, damn, where'd the Cloud go? I'm right here. Bro, I hate it.
I never had that before. I never had to deal with that in school. I just been chilling. I was a quiet kid, remember?
Much, bro. Like, y'all
I don't get bothered.
Understand. Like whenever this shit happened, everybody in the class laughed. I'm talking about everybody, even the teachers sometimes. Them teachers were the worst people in this situation. Because how you finna let somebody make a racist joke towards one of your students? And the worst part about it is that half the time they just acted like they ain't hear shit. Like how you finna hear me say damn under my breath while you're teaching? You ain't hear somebody yell out that racist ass joke in front of the whole class. Make that make sense. Bro, I promise you, them teachers are the worst people in this situation. But it's cool though. Bet that. Just wait until Teacher Appreciation Week. You're not getting no card. You're not going to Red Lobster this year. You're not getting that gift card. Wow. You're not trying to seafood boil. I'm out. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I didn't even get to half of the ones on my list, so part 2 is gonna come. Comment down below what you want in part 2.
Yo, that's crazy. I've been through like not all of that stuff, only like 1/4 of it, or like 1/5. Like I never had to go through getting hit with a knife, opening the oven to heat up the house. We always had money. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. I had about like 25 devices. I had like 4 to 5 phones, a lot of Nintendo and Sony. We even had an Xbox for a second, handheld 3DSs and 2DSs and DSs and Game Boys, PSPs. I've had so many devices, it's crazy. But we're not rich either, but we're not poor. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to join the Discord link in the description. This video was hectic, I'm not gonna lie. Keep it chill. I love y'all. Until next time, peace out.